If I was Miss Nikki, baby, I would probably be at the game tomorrow or something with like Floyd Mayweather or something. And then by next Sunday, he would have custody of them two kids. Because boy, play somewhere else. Well, that's just how I get out. I don't know.
I'm so annoyed for Miss Nikki, baby. Like, damn, you waited this long, not having no kids or nothing, just for your baby daddy to turn out the way he did. She just had her daughter in December. 2 kids under the age of 2. And you just up and tell her, allegedly, that you leaving her for somebody else and somebody else is pregnant. I'd be annoyed. Like, I did all of this protecting my ovaries just to turn out to have a baby daddy like that. Like, that goes to show that no matter how fine you is, in shape, and none of that, these men still gonna do what they want to do. Some of them. Like, just imagine still going through postpartum. Well, it happened every day, but still, it's still a sad situation. Like, she tried her best to protect herself from being a baby mama. But at the end of the day, some of these men is going to do what they want to do. It's just a sad situation. Like, 2 kids under 2. Just had my daughter literally 2 months ago. And now I'm met with you leaving me for somebody else and allegedly starting a family with somebody else. Men. Some of these men. It's not all, because there's a lot of good men out here, but there's also a lot of these type of men. He said my song took off and now I'm taking off. That's it. That's annoying.
Welcome back to Black Tea Podcast, everyone. The drama surrounding Miss Nikki, baby, her ex-partner, and his new relationship. Now, as always, we're not here to judge, but to discuss, to learn, and to offer a perspective rooted in Christian values and principles.
So, am I the only woman who has a rule that if your child is less than 4, not potty trained, I don't deal with you? I'm asking because with this whole Nikki baby situation, Shorty, the baby fresh off the cootie cat. Like, Shorty ain't even out of postpartum. How did you get here? How did you get into this space? It's crazy. Then, my biggest thing that I did not like about this is when I read Nikki Baby's original, thing, reacting to her baby father, she never said a name. She never said anybody's name but her baby father's. So, for this young lady to come out and try to say her side, Shorty, your side was not needed because no one knew who you was. You see how quick y'all is to want to be relevant? You see how quick you is to be messy now? You're posting pictures and things of that nature. You made a thing on Instagram where you said you wasn't going to speak on it, and then you made a video speaking on it. Like, you're a cornball. I'm sorry, I don't care. At the end of the day, no, you can say all day like, oh, people had their lives off screen and things in the past and after. That baby just came out the cootie. Stop it. And it's the thought to be like, okay, let me parade around, and now all of a sudden you posting pictures with this man and making it known that you're here and you're with this man when you wasn't even relevant 24 hours ago. Like, no one even knew who you was, baby. Nikki made you something, which is crazy. She shouldn't even say nothing. That's what's crazy. She shouldn't even say nothing, because in all honesty, she gave this corny ass girl a platform. No one knew who you was, little girl, and no one asked for you. Nobody. Not one person asked for you. Nobody. She said something to her baby father, and you was like, oh my God, opportunity. Oh.
So I don't usually get on here and make talking videos, but it be so much going on between social media, Instagram, TikTok, goddamn, between all these apps, it be so much going on. So I've been seeing the LiAngelo and Miss Nikki baby situation, and I've been seeing everybody's commentary on it, and I feel like, y'all, people are failing to mention the real tea. And the real tea is what Shira 7 been telling y'all this whole time. So I talk to nigga money. That's all who I talk to. And these men in certain positions, they do not like a woman who has more clout than them. They don't be liking when a woman make more money than them. They don't like that. I'm a medication aide. I'm a CNA. And when a man asks what I do, I describe it, and they automatically assume, oh, are you a nurse? Nope. I be happy to tell these men, no, I'm a CNA. No, I'm a medication aide. No, I need your help. No, I gotta work 7 days a week in order to get a decent check. I ain't no nurse. No, I come here, give me your help. A man doesn't respect a woman who helps him with his come up, and that's exactly what LiAngelo did. Nikki baby helped him. She had more clout, she had more money, and she helped him with his come up. And once he came up, he chose the type of women he been wanting to get. I knew he was gonna do this. LeVar is gonna put his foot up in that man's ass, but he's doing what Nick do. They don't like women that's doing bad. They don't like that. That's not good for their ego. You know what I'm saying? So I hate this happened to my cancer sister, because I'm a cancer too. But she bossed up. She fine. It's just she do got these 2 kids, and she say she dealing with postpartum. But she's gonna get through this. But he just doing what they all do. Shira 7 been telling y'all this for years. They don't like that. So you can act bossed up. And
you see men, yeah, that will stain your white. They will stain your white. What Miss Nikki Baby is going through right now, honestly, is a woman's worst nightmare. You've got a child that's less than 2 months, and your partner just ups and leaves, goes with someone else, and allegedly that person he's gone with is also pregnant. And you've got 2 kids. One that's about 2, I think, probably not even up to 2, and one less than 2 months. And then you have to deal with him just being like, yeah, deuces, bye, I'm at the front door. I'm moving on with someone else. And this then takes me back to this whole age thing. And I know that age doesn't necessarily, breed maturity and all that stuff. You're a 34-year-old woman dating a 26-year-old man. So you had a child with someone who, at the time, your first child, he was 24. The second child, he was 26. And you're 34. Like I said, I'm not even just subjecting it to age, but I just don't think he's on the same page with you. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that he's at that maturity level, at that settling down level, at that, this is my family, I'm the head of the home, and they are my responsibility level. I don't think he's on that level. I think he's on the level of, I'm a young guy, I'm going to go and get it where I can. Hello. When she first came out of the relationship, I did have a raised eyebrow, because I just felt like the age gap, I wasn't sure about it. I felt like she was at that age, she's ready to settle down as a mature woman, and there's no way that he could have had the same ideology at her at 24. And it goes to show, you just walking up one day, literally, based on what she's saying, she said, they were talking about family portrait and photos and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, she's just walking up, and he's basically said to her, oh, by the way, I'm no longer a part of this relationship. I got someone else pregnant allegedly, and I'm moving on with that person. And to make matters worse, he posted a picture with that girl on Insta. That's not a flex. And the girl herself, hellfire is hot for a lot of people. Hellfire is hot for a lot of people.
This situation is a mess, and there are some clear lessons for all of us. We've seen how social media can turn personal matters into public spectacles, and this situation is a prime example. What's unfolding here is a painful reminder of the importance of integrity, fidelity, and the sanctity of family. From the sources, we learned that Miss Nikki Baby, a well-known internet personality, was blindsided by her partner's actions. She was in a committed relationship with 2 young children when he decided to leave and pursue a relationship with someone else, who was also allegedly pregnant. Let's talk about the man's actions first. From a Christian perspective, what he did is simply wrong. The Bible calls us to honor our commitments and to be faithful to our families. This young man, it seems, chose to abandon his responsibilities, and that is the opposite of what God calls men to be. He did not handle things in a way that honors God's plan for marriage and family. Instead of having an honest conversation with Miss Nikki Baby, he chose the easy way out, which was to leave. This shows a severe lack of character. It's a disservice to his children, to their mother, and to his faith. We should always be men of integrity and honor. My heart goes out to Miss Nikki baby. She's dealing with postpartum, the heartbreak of betrayal, and the challenge of raising 2 young children while her world is turning upside down. She is clearly hurt, but I'm encouraged by the strength she is showing as she leans on God in this time. As Christian women, we are called to be strong and resilient, but that doesn't mean we don't feel pain. It's in these moments that we draw closer to God, who is our ultimate source of comfort. I admire her for speaking her truth without descending into name-calling and pettiness. I believe she did the best that she could in her situation. She has every right to express her feelings and to seek healing. Now, let's address the other woman in this situation. Her choice to enter into a relationship with a man who is so clearly committed and a father is questionable. As a Christian woman, I believe she should have walked away. The Bible says we are to guard our hearts, and that requires discernment. It seems that she is using this to become famous. It's important that we avoid situations that have the potential to cause so much pain. The Bible speaks clearly about not destroying other people's homes. You are accountable for your actions. Now, she is also dealing with negativity from the internet, which is likely a consequence of her choices. This whole situation highlights a growing problem in our society, a lack of commitment and a devaluation of marriage and family. There seems to be a pattern of men not liking women who are successful or boss ladies. We must get back to the biblical foundation of commitment. As a Christian, I believe we need to start raising young people to understand the importance of marriage and family in God's eyes. We need to start young with teaching our children about Christian values. A solid Christian foundation is crucial. Men should understand that it is their responsibility to take care of their families and that they should not be leaving them for another woman. So, what can we take away from all of this? First, men, be men of God. Honor your commitments and be faithful to your families. Second, women, guard your hearts and minds. Seek relationships built on solid Christian values. It is also important that women support one another instead of joining in the negativity. Third, remember that our worth and value come from God, not from social media or from the attention we receive. And finally, remember that, no matter what you're going through, God's love and grace are always available to help us. Let's all strive to live in a way that honors Him. That's it for today's Black Tea. Thank you for joining this discussion. Please leave your comments below and share your thoughts. And please make sure you're subscribed and following so that you don't miss any new content. Until next time, stay blessed.